What happens if I do a modification of my mortgage while I'm getting divorced, or if I'm simply married? I'm attorney Paul John Scanziani, and I can answer this question for you because I have over 10 years of experience in real estate and family law. I've been with my wife, who's a judge, for almost 30 years, and we've helped countless clients do modifications, get divorced, handle real estate assets in the process of separation. So, what is a modification? A modification is an altering of the contract of your original mortgage when you purchase the property. When you do a modification, you're changing the terms. Whether sometimes you're making payments and you're on time, sometimes you're behind on payments, sometimes you're in a forbearance. A lot of people now with the new COVID restrictions have been in forbearance and maybe they need a modification. We can help you with that. Sometimes in a modification, you get what's called principal reduction. Some of the principal reductions we've done in the past is they owe $600,000, now you owe $240,000. Why did the bank forgive all this principal? The reason why is sometimes the banks get fined or they have certain money that they need to give away, and it's kind of arbitrary how they give the money away. So sometimes they even allow you to have equity. So you were a few $100,000 underwater, and now, boom, you are positive equity. You have equity in your property. Your property is worth more than what you owe just because you did a modification and you followed the steps. So you could reduce some principal, doesn't always happen. You could reduce the interest rate, doesn't always happen, but it can. Interest rates right now are very good. You could go from a 30-year mortgage to a 15-year mortgage or a 40-year mortgage. All those terms can be adjusted. The interest payments, what you actually pay, add escrow in there. Escrow is your taxes and insurance that go along with your mortgage payment and interest. You can go ahead and do a lot of different things by getting a good modification. And the best part is that if you don't like the modification, you do not need to accept it. You can stay on the original terms of the mortgage. We've helped clients get good modifications. We've had clients that we've gotten modifications and they're not satisfied and they want to try to get a better modification. It's your loan. We can help you get the modification that you think is good. At the same time, we do not make the numbers. The bank is ultimately the person that decides, the entity that decides what they can offer you in your particular situation. But it's our experience working with hundreds, if not thousands, of loans to get you in a good perspective on what's realistic and what you can expect. You can reinstate the loan if you have the money that you haven't paid. You can ask for a payoff. You can refinance. You can do a lot of different things. Modification's a good tool to use, and you get to decide whether you want to use it or not. If they give you a modification with an interest rate of 8% and $10,000 a month, and that's much higher than you were paying before, then you just don't need to accept it. Sometimes the modifications are not worth accepting. Some of them are. One of the key things to remember when you get a modification is, do you have enough income in order to qualify for a modification? And two, you're going to need to make 3 trial payments. If you are late on those 3 trial payments, the permanent modification will not go through. Those are the 2 most important parts that I've seen clients fail at because they have not listened to those 2 things. So it's imperative that you have enough income to qualify for a modification rather than go through the whole process and get denied. And 2, making sure that you make the 3 trial payments on time. If you miss one of those trial payments, they will not give you the permanent modification that we've been working on for months or more. So hopefully you know a little bit more about modifications. There's specific factors that go into whether you're getting a divorce, should it be part of my marital settlement agreement, who owes the money, who's the borrower, all those different things. You need a skilled lawyer to give you feedback on what you should or should not do as far as modifications are. in relating to a divorce. Feel free to reach out to our office for a free consultation. Thank you very much.